back to my channel. Yeah, hey, I hope everyone's having a good week, a good day. Firstly, I want to say a really big thank you for to everyone that watched my channel. I worked really hard on it and it still wasn't where I wanted it to be, so I had to tell myself, like, chill, it's your first video, it's not going to be perfect. Wow. It's not going to be perfect, and yeah, I'm just so happy that so many of you watched it and liked it, and I've taken back all your comments on board. So yeah, I just want to keep making better content each time. I want the quality of my videos to be really good. On to the video that I've created. I've created this really kind of glowy, see that glow? See that highlight? This glowy, soft glam kind of look. It's really appropriate for the daytime. I do hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching the previous ones and all the love and the comments and the sharing and the retweeting and the posting on Snapchat and just simply watching it. Thank you so much. I really hope you enjoy this video. I hope you learn something or just simply enjoy watching me do my makeup. Please continue to share because YouTube is such a big world and so many people have stuff out and I'm just like new and in my own little corner, and I just want my channel to grow and to reach more people. So please do share, and once again, don't forget to subscribe. Onto the video, I hope you enjoy. So I'm going to start off with a bare face. There's absolutely nothing on my skin at the moment. So we're going to go ahead and get started, and the first thing I do is fill out my brows, and I'm using the darkest shade from the Beauty UK palette. This is currently my favourite product to fill in my brows. I mean, it changes all the time, but I absolutely love this. I'm going to start by lining out my arch, and then using small delicate strokes I'm going to begin to fill in the centre of my brow, moving to the outer part. And you want to use quite a light hand when filling in your brows and start with little product and then build your way up. As you can see, I draw on top of my brow, and this is because one's a little higher than the other and I basically want them to be even. I've now wiped off some of the product of my brush and I'm going to focus on the inner half of my eyebrow. I like to make this area a little lighter because I think it makes your brows look more natural, and you want to do this really nice and carefully, drawing little upwards lines. I'm going to go in with my LA Girl concealer, and this one's about 2 shades lighter than my actual skin tone. I'm going to use this to tidy up my brows, making them look sharper and more defined, and I'm using the Sigma F75 brush to do so. And I always start with underneath my brows, either at the centre or the middle, kind of just depends. And using the tip of the brush, I draw small lines. This is going to get rid of any unwanted brow product. As you can see, I haven't concealed the top inner half of my brow, and I don't do this because I think this creates more of an unnatural highlight and this makes them look too sharp and just unnatural, which I personally don't like. In case anyone is wondering why I do my brows first, I think it helps to frame the face. Also, when they're done, I'm like, yes, now let me start this face, but it's all down to personal preference. You can do this after your eyes or your foundation. And once this is all done, I'm just here blending the concealer out. So now I'm going to use the same LA Girl concealer, and today I'm using this as my eyeshadow base. I apply it all over my eyelid, and this is going to help my eyeshadow to basically really pop and just stay in place all day. So once the base is down and blended, I'm going to go ahead and apply my Laura Mercier translucent powder, and you can use any translucent powder to do this. This is going to help your eyeshadows to blend nicely together and not crease. And here I'm using the Sigma E40 brush, but you can use any blending brush. So today I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette, and the first shade I'm going to use is Golden Ochre, and I'm going to apply this with my Sigma E40 blending brush, and this is going to be my transition colour in my crease, and it's very close to my skin tone when it's on the skin, but it's going to help the darker colours to blend a lot easier. Next up, I'm going to take the shade Raw Sienna, and I'm applying this in the exact same spot as the first shade. And for this look, we're going to be building on the transition colours so that everything is nice and blended and diffused, and this is just going to create this nice warm brown look that I'm going for. Next up, I'm using the lightest shade from my Tarte contour palette, and using the same brush I'm going to apply it in the same spot. However, I'm going to focus the shade slightly more directly into my crease but still blending it out. I'm going to use the shade Violetta from the Master Palette by Mario palette, and this is the darkest brown that we'll be using for this look, and I really push this shade into the hollows of my eye socket. This is darkening right into the crease of my eye. You should be able to feel it at the top of your eye, and that's where you want to be, right in that crease. The key to this look is blending everything together, so here I'm taking my E40 brush and I'm just blending all the shades together. You don't want to see like all the different shades of brown, you want everything to look really nice and diffuse. Next up, I'm going to apply concealer to my lid, and this is going to help bring out the crease colours a bit more and make my lid nice and nude. Taking this beautiful gold shade from the palette, I think it's called Primevera, I think that's how you pronounce it, I'm going to highlight the inner corner of my eyes with the Real Techniques Definer brush. Going back into my Tarte contour palette, I'm going to use the lightest highlight shade and apply it to the centre of my lid, but I'm going to focus the product closest to my lash line. Then of course I'm going to blend this all out to give the eye a nice subtle sparkle. Next up, I'm going to apply some mascara, and this one's from Tarte, but I'm so sorry guys, the name's actually rubbed off, but you can use any mascara to just lightly coat your lashes. So let me tell you guys about these lashes. They're about £2.50, if even that, for free, and they're from AliExpress. I'll list the link below because they just last forever. I wear these every day and they're just so natural and so pretty, and yeah, they're just great lashes for a really great price. If you'd like a tutorial on how I apply false lashes, just comment below. So moving on to the skin, I'm going to use the YSL Blair Primer and apply about 2 pumps and apply it all over the skin. This primer has little gold specks in, so when you blend it out, it makes the skin look really nice and glowy. So for today's look, I'm using the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation, and I really love this foundation. It makes your skin look so silky and smooth and just amazing. And here I realised that there's nothing in the bottle, and I've recently been to Hong Kong, so all that was going through my head is that I've left it there, but thankfully I found it. So I applied a few pumps to the back of my hand, and I'm applying dots all over my face with my Real Techniques foundation brush. I also decided to use a bit of my NARS All Day Luminous foundation simply because I feel like the Giorgio Armani one's just a tiny bit too orange for me, so I just wanted to make sure that my skin was even. And then I'm going to go in with a damp beauty blender and blend this all together. Don't forget to put foundation on your ears, guys. You don't want to have like a really even face and either pale ears or dark ears. You want everything on your face and neck to be really even in the same colour. So here I'm applying some more foundation to my neck simply because my neck's darker than the rest of my body, especially much darker than my face, and I just want, like I said before, everything to be the same colour. Now using the MAC Studio Concealing Correct palette, I'm going to do some spot concealing. I'm applying this wherever I've got any spots or dark marks, and then I'm going to blend it out. As you can see, I haven't colour corrected in this video, but what I'm going to do is apply concealer that is pretty much my skin tone, and I'm just going to blend it out. This is going to cancel out the darkness, so it actually does the same thing as a colour corrector, which is useful if you haven't got a colour corrector. Next up I'm going to do some highlighting, and I'm using a NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, and I'm going to apply this under my eyes. Now this step is optional because I actually did apply some concealer under my eyes, but this is more just to brighten them and add more coverage, and it doesn't look cakey if you just really blend things out. Like I always tell my clients and stuff, just keep blending, because once you layer the concealer or just any product, it won't look cakey. Just keep blending out, like even when you think okay that's enough, just blend it out a bit more. I'm then going to apply some concealer on my chin, around my mouth, down the bridge of my nose and my forehead, and again just blend this all out. I literally spend ages blending. I'm now going to use this MAC Perfecting powder to set my whole face, and I just lightly press this into my skin, and guys, this powder's so good, like, I don't know, just good, go get it. It just holds your makeup in place, like locks it in place, and it gives it a really nice finish as well. And also my face is very white here because of the concealer, but we shall contour and bronze it up and have me looking normal again. So I'm also setting my under eyes with this powder, so I'm just making sure that I blend out all the creases beforehand, but I'm only applying a really small amount because I'm still going to set with the Laura Mercier translucent powder, but we don't want like our under eyes to look really cakey and dry. So I've applied some setting powder below my cheekbones. This is going to help your cheekbones and your contour to really pop. Moving on, I'm going to take the shade Raw Sienna from my Modern Renaissance palette and the lightest shade from the Tarte palette, and I'm just going to apply this directly beneath my lash line and blend it out with this Sigma E, I've forgotten a number but I will list it below. Next up I'm going to apply the shade Violetta, which was the darkest brown, and I'm applying this with a smaller blending brush, and you want to get this closest to your lash line and really smoke it out. Next up I'm going to dust away all the powder off my face. I'm going to spritz my face with some Fix Plus because I wanted to add some more moisture into the skin. Now to contour, I'm using my Tarte contour palette, and I'm just applying it in the hollows of my cheekbones, and I'm applying this with a really light hand, and you want to start really light and then build your way up, because if you apply it too much it's really hard to tone it down, but it's easier to build the colour up. And you want to kind of just create a shadow. You don't like a really harsh line, so here you can see it's kind of harsh, but what I do is blend it out afterwards. So do you see how this looks kind of soft? That's kind of the look I'm going for. You can make your contour like darker and deep if you want to, especially if you want to just like make your cheekbones pop, but here I kind of just wanted to create a soft shadow. Please let me know if you'd like to see an in-depth highlight and contour video, because contouring is really complex, as in you don't want your contour to look really muddy or orange or really grey, so I do want to help you guys like just select the right shade and just how to achieve either a really nice soft natural contour or maybe a kind of more intense one. So please do let me know if you'd like to see one, or whether you'd like to see like a drugstore one with cheaper products. Now as you can see I'm contouring my forehead, and what this is going to do is create the appearance of a smaller forehead. I kind of feel like I need that. I think I've got a really big forehead, but even if you don't and you don't really feel the need to create the appearance of a smaller forehead, I just think the whole look looks really nice when you apply contour to your forehead because it just looks complete. So when this is done, onto my favourite part, I'm going to start bronzing up my face, and I'm using this one from MAC in the shade Deepest Dark. Now when you're applying bronzer, you want to apply it directly above where you apply the contour, so not directly in the hollows of your cheekbones, but kind of just above it, and just really blend that out. And with this look I wanted to look really bronzy, so I was bronzing up my chest and I just applied tons. So now I'm going to contour my nose, and I'm using the same shade that I used to contour the rest of my face with this Urban Decay blending brush. And I start pretty close to my eyebrows and lightly create 2 lines down my nose. The further away you create these lines, the larger your nose will appear, and the closer together, the slimmer. I also apply some product beneath my nose, and this is just going to help it look a little bit shorter. And now I'm going to blend this out because I don't want to see the 2 lines down my face, that just looks really unnatural. Next up, I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills That Glow Kit, and I'm using the shade Dripping in Gold. I absolutely love this palette, it's especially this shade, and it's really pigmented, and you can apply a little for a soft glow and then build it up so that your highlight can basically be seen from across the room. And I'm applying this at the highest point of my cheekbones, and that's where the light's going to hit. I'm also applying my highlight in a C shape, bringing it above my eyebrow and slightly onto my forehead. I'm also going to apply some highlight on my brow bone, and this is going to highlight your brows and your eyes. And when I'm done, I'm just going to blend that all out, just so that there aren't any harsh lines anywhere. Now, using the same brush that I applied my bronzer with, I'm just going to blend this out some more. There should still be some product left on the brush, so that's just going to add a bit more bronzer. And next up, I'm applying some blush to my cheeks, and here I am doing my really awkward fake smile. So I just keep on blending things together because I don't really like when you can see your highlight, your blush and your contour and your bronzer just really separated. So I just keep making sure that I keep blending everything together. And now I'm just adding some more highlight. I'm using the shade Primevera, I'm so sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, and I'm just applying that to the inner corner of my eyes to highlight them. Next up, I'm going to go back into the shade Raw Sienna and just blend out my bottom eyeshadow some more. You don't really want a lot of product on your brush because we've already applied some, so just keep blending it out so everything looks really nice and well blended. And to complete the eyes, I'm applying some mascara to my bottom lashes. I'm now going to go back to my brows and fix any bits that have just been messed up during the process of doing my makeup. Now taking this brown lip liner, and this one's called Cork by MAC. It's one of my absolute favourites. It goes well with nearly every single look. I honestly use it all the time for like nude lips or brown lips, and I'm just using this to outline my lips. I'm now going to apply this soft MAC lip cream, and this is in the shade Abby Dabby, and it's from NYX Cosmetics. And I'm going to top it off with this nudie brown lip gloss, and this one's Exposed and it's from Kylie Cosmetics. And now I'm highlighting the bridge of my nose and blending it right out. And of course I'm going to drench my face in MAC Fix Plus. I absolutely love this stuff. I love how it makes your skin so dewy and just glowy and glossy. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I really hope you learned something or just simply enjoyed watching. Please don't forget to comment, thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already to my channel. I've got so many things that I can't wait to show you guys. Please comment below as well what you want me to film, whether there's any looks or just anything. Please do let me know. And just once again, thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you in my next tutorial.